All right. Cute little Honda lawnmower. Twin blade Advantage 3-in-1 system, Honda, made by Honda. This isn't sold at a big box store. It's cute. And the customer unfortunately says he's had the carburetor out and he's worked on it. But when I'll show you in just a second. It has very little compression. So it doesn't feel right. But if you look really closely, we got a dinger-do on the valve cover. Now dinger-do, that if you look it up in the small engine acronyms, it means nothing. But I'm going to take this valve cover off and pound it out. I wonder if he's bonked into something and we have no compression or very little compression. I'm going to jack it up a little bit so it doesn't leak oil, and let's have some fun. That'd be fun if that's what the problem is. Are you with me? Back to the machine. Lose the force. I think we can go this way. Get a better look. How's that? I need a bigger stick, I think. Man, that's really on there. I haven't struggled like, usually they'd come off to it. Now, let's get that cover off of there. Not allowing the exhaust valve to open enough. Alright, let's just see if this does the trick. Piece of wood. If you're going to get a small engine repair, anything going, you have to have blocks of wood and a punch. I'll give you some punch. Let's just pop this back on there and see if it works. That's what our problem was. If it is, I'm going to re-glue that cover on. This is just for a quick... Oh, it's funny. I don't know what happens some days, you know. Well, I'm going to pull it on the cart. Gas on. Oh, it's leaking fuel too. Okay. It's choking. I wonder if it'll start. Gotta turn the gas off. That's why he had it turned off, right? Back to the usual position. Carburation work. He's had this apart too many times too. Idle washer is in so tight I can't get it with even with a GIS screwdriver. There we go. Holy moly, baby. That was put in not at the factory like that. Okay. Aha! It's all right. Okay, that should be a clean carburetor. Now we got to see if we got a seal on the needle and seat. I don't know what he's done. I thought maybe that dented valve cover might be an issue, but I hurriedly put it back together again. So, but this can't hurt doing this, right? Emulsion, jet. I didn't clean much. I wonder if this bowl seal is okay. And then the jet screw. Boy, that was in so tight, that scared me. Good. I think that's going to do it. Now, let's just assemble this a little bit better. I don't know how much extra you caught. This is a new design for me. It still uses the wax pin to activate the choke, but the whole thing is inside the air filter cover. So that's kind of neat. I knocked the dents out of here, and we'll run it, if it starts now, we'll run it for a few minutes. I think he's adjusted the governor. that's not hard to fix. It's just that with this new setup here, you can't see anything, eh? Yeah, well, at least it's running now, right? Playing with the governor. And with most governors, pardon me, I'm just making it so I don't catch my hip on this. With most governors, you go to full throttle, there, and then you grab this shaft right here on the throttle, right there. Once it's on full throttle, you turn it all the way to the right, and then you tighten up that bolt. Bolt, nut. Okay, so now I don't even know if I'm moving that thing or not. Yeah, it's totally squished together. And we're going to tighten that up. I'd really like to open that crack up a little bit more. I think we're on the right track, folks. I'm just going to pull. Yeah, it's been played with. They don't pull off like that. See, I pulled it right out. I wonder if I can just disconnect that. Yes, I can. Governor arm. Are you with me? So now I want to. This has been squished together so hard there's no adjustment. So I'm going to unsquish it. I think we got this, guys. As soon as I saw it running full tilt. Okay, hammer. Good screwdrivers for stuff like this. This is not as good a screwdriver. Yeah, it's coming. Wow. That's exactly what's going on. Give it a shot of air. Now we should be able to get a screwdriver into there. Getting any of this? Yeah, you are. Good. I'm looking for a screwdriver of a thin design. Okay, here we go. And I know it's going to end up being just as closed as it is now, but you got to have adjustments, right? It was just squished flat. Good. That's better. So now I'm going to hook it back up, and then I'll show you how to adjust that governor. Almost there. Okay, we're almost there, guys. I think it's just a little bit loose and the gaskets are really, really bad. Okay, let's turn on the gas. I'll just leave it for a minute and we'll make sure it doesn't leak. So I ended up adjusting the governor once it started to run. It wouldn't even run, eh? And now it ran okay after I got the governor set, but it was surging. But these bolts weren't tight, because Honda uses 2 or 3 blocks and gaskets on either side of each block. So let's just, I think we'll just give it a try. Seems okay. You can usually tell pretty quick. Let's give it a start up now and see if we have control on the surging. Well, there we go. I'll just back it up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. That governor being off kind of threw me. Thanks for watching this one. So that's what happens when unqualified people start fiddling around. And I remember mucking up governors in my early days, right? It's just something that happens when you learn. He tried, he gave it a good try. And this was also, the throttle arm was also bent. And I'm just waiting now, because it's a temperature selective choke. I have to wait till overnight to see if the choke is back on when I pull the rope one more time. So we'll see you tomorrow. Well, hello there. This is the Honda I fixed yesterday. It's the next morning. Get a clamp, because what I'm worried about is the choke coming off. Because they're on mine, I have a manual. I can release the choke manually, but now they've gone fully automatic, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like fully automatic anything. You guys know that. Are you ready? Okay, the choke is fully open. I'm going to wait 10 more minutes to see if it closes. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes and the choke is almost closed. So that's kind of what you want on an engine that's not quite hot. Let's see if it's stuck. So this mower had a lot wrong with it. Let's go back. Let's see. Had a carb leak, right? Remember, it was just pouring out fuel. And I'd used the brass Q-tip with brass cleaner in the jet hole. No, in the needle and seat hole. In the needle and seat hole. Then I cleaned the carb. Then, when it did start, oh no, and then it had, this may not be in order, the front valve cover had a dent in it, and I think that was holding up the whole operation from the get-go. So that was repaired. So all three of those things, when I started it after that, finally it started, it just took off. It revved about 8 grand, not 3,000. So I felt like there was so much pressure on the throttle arm. It was actually bending the throttle arm a little bit from torsion in. I adjusted the governor, and when you do that, you hold the throttle closed. You need 4 hands. You hold the arm in the same location, you loosen the nut on the governor arm, and you turn the rod inside that little hole all the way to the right, hold it there, and then tighten up that 10mm nut. Oil the rewind, and I adjusted the height of the lawnmower. It was like 0 at the back and 2.5 inches at the front. Wow. So anyway, thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you again.